Hey there, Claire here, the C in K&C Creative. I specialize in all things branding and website design. Today I'm here to take you through this shocking Kajabi feature using Parallax. How to create this awesome scrolling image reveal. So let's head on over we're going to start in Canva, and I'll take you step by step through the process of how to add this amazing feature to your Kajabi. Before we dive into Kajabi and start setting everything up, we need to start in Canva and build out our background images we're going to be using for this scroll effect. So the key to these images is that they have the two images you're going to be using for that reveal have the exact same layout. So you want to be really consistent in your Canva from each canvas to the next, if you're going to be using these two images, that they are the exact same layout, exact same positioning. So once you have your layout for one, what you would do is, and this is what I did, you would take this and duplicate and then just adjust colors and the actual images inside of these mockups. So I did that on the third page, the second page here. And you'll see how that translates in a moment. So I'm going to delete that second page. One thing to also make note, I am working in a document that is 1920 pixels wide by 1080 pixels high. So I start with that, and I have these grids. With Kajabi, you want to make sure you're staying within here. I'll actually show you what this dimension is using a rectangle element. So this is 1420 by 750-ish. Really, 1420 by 720 is that safe space, especially when you turn on Parallax. And I'll show you kind of what happens once we get into Kajabi. But 1420 by 750 is your safe space, but you want to make sure you have room around that. So we are working with this sort of brand reveal, showing different types of branding. We're laying it out right justified, which means our text is going to be on the left. I've also mocked up an option for right justified text with images on the left. And this will kind of show up as a scrolling image reveal showing different types of wedding pictures. So let's head over to Kajabi and I will show you how to implement these. Of course, you want to save these from your Canva so that you have them ready to grab when you're uploading them into Kajabi. So now we're over in Kajabi, and I have put together text sections. So it's just simple text box inside. We have my branding ones and then my image examples. This text box, if you click inside the main section, this text box is left aligned horizontally so that you can see the image to the right that we built out in Canva. So let's start building this out, and you can see how this will start to unfold. So I'm going to hit background, and I'm going to change the background media type to image. Then of course it'll put a default one in there. I'm going to go into background images and select image. And then I've already uploaded these ones, so I'm going to select recent files and let that populate. I'm going to do the same for this next section. I'm clicking on image and then select recent and then let that populate. Okay, so right now we have those two images. They're really tight, hard to see, feels a little chaotic. We are going to add that feature by clicking in this section, scrolling down to desktop layout, and selecting make section full height. So what that does is it forces this section to be the entire height of the screen. And then I'm going to go back into background, and I'm going to select the fix background image. So that's what we call a parallax. So what that does is it keeps that image stationary while the text scrolls. So now we're going to do the same thing to this section. I'm going to make that fixed background image, and you can actually see it pops in a little, which is why you want to make sure you're in those parameters that I gave you for in Canva. And then we're going to go ahead and click desktop, make section full height. So now we have, text here. And as we scroll, the next text box is next to this new image. Okay. So that is one application that you can use. I'm going to show you another down here. So I'm going to do the exact same steps. I'm going to select this section, click background, change to image, and then upload new or select recent. We're going to go with the first image I designed. Let that upload. And then that is set to fixed background, make section full height. And then I'm going to do the exact same. We'll click make section full height here, go to background, image, select recent. And as that loads, now you have, we want to make sure that this is fixed background. I'm going to hit save, and now we can preview this so you can see how it works in action. So you have your text. As we scroll, that is going to show off the different brand elements. And then in this section, we have those wedding images that reveal as you scroll. And then as we keep going, you're going to see those images continue to reveal as you scroll up. So this is a really clever way to utilize this dynamic reveal for before and afters or shocking transformations. I have an example here of a sales page I worked on where we had a bunch of client testimonials. And as you scroll through this text, and you'll see, so I actually set it up so that breaker was underneath this arrow. So I manipulated the padding of the arrow so it felt really seamless. And as we're scrolling up, you're going to see that before and after, that transformation reveal. As we scroll down, we're going to move into, we're going to get to another case study. So we have this before, and as we scroll, it transforms into her after. This is a really clever way to show before and afters, different features that you may be offering, all really easy, seamlessly, and for your viewer to experience something that's really, truly dynamic. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more tips on branding, copy, and design. Want more? Check out this video next.